Picture a baby in the dark, a shadowy house, and the chilling aftermath of a triple murder. That's how Neil Gaiman opens The Graveyard Book. It is designed to scare you. But if you are reading this for class, the real monster creeping up on you probably isn't a shadowy assassin. It's test anxiety for your Chapter 1 exam. Look at this excerpt. Gaiman uses dense literary devices that can feel like hidden traps on a test. Closer inspection reveals the deliberate engineering behind them, specific tools designed to trigger a psychological response. To get through this chapter, we are going to decode the 5 essential literary tools Gaiman uses to build tension, turning the lights on in that dark house. Understanding this toolkit means you stop reading like a terrified victim in a horror story and start reading like an analytical master ready to ace the test. First, we have to look at the environment. Gaiman uses the setting as a direct antagonist. He turns a quiet house into a shadowy obstacle course meant to disorient you. He does this through a technique called blocked senses. When an author deprives you of clear sight, your brain goes into overdrive and creates its own paranoia. To survive, you need your first tool, inference. You read between the lines to find what is hidden. Think of it as a mental flashlight. When the text remains silent, you use the evidence Gaiman left behind to illuminate the room. This chart breaks down your second tool, sensory language. These are the words used to trigger your unblocked senses, making fear tangible. If you can't see the threat, hearing a creaking door or smelling mist becomes important. The author triggers specific senses to heighten stakes. When the story environment blocks your sight, utilizing inference and spotting these sensory indicators are your only ways to navigate the suspense. Now that we know how to navigate the environment, we need to identify the specific shapes lurking inside the text itself. Look at this heading. Figurative language is the overarching method Gaiman uses to distort reality, trick your brain, and manipulate the mood of the scene. Under that umbrella is personification, assigning human traits to objects, like mist that can slither. Tool 4 is the simile, comparing unlike things using like or as. Finally, Tool 5 is the metaphor, a forceful comparison directly stating a concept is a physical threat. Personification, similes, and metaphors are the specific offensive weapons the author deploys to escalate a creepy room into a living nightmare. Let's step back into the real world. The suspense is an illusion. Here is the guy who wrote it, Neil Gaiman. He's a magician doing a trick. And the real focus here is tomorrow's test. You have his complete blueprint now. He relies on an antagonistic setting, blocked senses, inference, sensory details, and figurative language. There are no surprises left. You know exactly what shapes to look for in the dark. This chart shows educational psychology data. A student's self-efficacy, their belief in their ability to succeed, shows a massive 0.92 effect size. Right next to it, actively reducing anxiety gives another proven boost in test performance. Confidence creates competence. So rely on deliberate practice. Read your exam questions carefully and actively hunt these specific devices. Take a deep breath, trust your newly assembled survival toolkit, and go absolutely crush that Chapter 1 exam today.